penalty number 2, Gavin Crowley. Final penalty for tripping. Time penalty 4:59 in the first period. Yellowjackets penalty number 2, Crowley. Final penalty 4:59 in the first period.
Welcome in, everyone. Apologies for the technical difficulties. We're having some Wi-Fi issues here, but we are ready to go for the Chicago Blues. Excuse me, the Ice Dogs and the Yellowjackets. We've got no score here with about 6:25 left to go in this first period of the championship game. I am Mike Napolitano alongside Brandon Januska. We will be bringing you the coverage here today as the Yellowjackets carry this back up across the blue line. It's pinned along the wall there and taken back out by the Ice Dogs. They flip it to center ice, and sending that back into the zone are the Ice Dogs. Down in the corner is Michael Calabrese. Sends that up to Ben Proenza. And it's at center ice once again for the Yellowjackets to regroup. They're in across the blue line. Moving in with it, the shot hits a defender in front, and the Ice Dogs won't be able to clear this. That stays in. Proenza throws this. 5:30 to play in this first period. It hops over the stick of Nolan Badouin. And that comes all the way back down into Yellowjackets territory. They'll have to regroup across the red line now. Around one check into the offensive zone. Pushed off the wall into the corner. There, but nothing doing. Down low. Ice Dogs ringing around. There to fight for it along the wall. Lucas Giovanni. In the corner now. Turned almost on net dangerously. That was Daniel Balan that had nowhere else to go with it and threw it out in front. Luckily, the Ice Dogs able to get it as far as center. Kicking it forward was Giovanni. Quick change there for the Yellowjackets, and it's back in Ice Dogs' possession. Had to crisscross there was Emily Townsend. And back into the zone are the Yellowjackets along the half wall. Button hooks and decides to throw it deep into the zone. Picked up by Jackson Feld. Moving out of the zone with it, Feld. Around one check on his backhand through the neutral zone. Pulls up with it, nice move. Cross ice pass at the top of the circles. Doesn't quite connect, and down into the corner. We've got a packed house here today for the championship, so it might be a little bit difficult to get you those corners, but we'll do the best that we can. Feld now. Tried to sachet on by two and couldn't quite get it. Here come the Yellowjackets the other way. Into the corner. And the Ice Dogs will retrieve in their own zone and work it back up. Graham Hahn now for the Ice Dogs. Across the red line, across the blues, couple of stick handles, splits the defense in all alone to the forehand and stuffed by the netminder for the Yellowjackets. That is Nicholas Sodi with the nice pad stop right there. And here comes a stretch pass the other way. Yellowjackets in, good pull-up move, a forehand shot, and that one's steered away by the Ice Dogs netminder. That's Liam Fanelvusco, but then that's poked in, and it's a Yellowjackets goal.
Yeah, you said it, just end-to-end action right there. We haven't had a lot of whistles. There was an early power play for the Ice Dogs, weren't able to capitalize, and after a clean breakaway look for the Ice Dogs there, the Yellowjackets go right back the other way. And
Yellowjackets Yellowjackets goal scored by number 68, Anthony Manzella. Assisted by number 8, Leon Novak. Time of the goal, 9:59 in the first period. Yellowjackets goal scored by 68, Manzella. Assisted by 8, Novak. At 9:59 in the first.
You hear the announcement of the goal here from the arena, and puck is dumped back into the Ice Dogs' end. They'll try to regroup defensively here at Mount Prospect Ice Arena, home of the Reapers. And that's offsides by the Ice Dogs at the blue line.
And for Manzella, that's his first goal in the state playoffs so far. Didn't have one in the round robin. He saved it for the championship game.
That's huge to get his team on the board this late in the playoffs. Of course, a championship game nonetheless. And face-off won by the Yellowjackets, flipped out of their zone, and puck is bouncing at center. Ice Dogs carried over the blue line. Taken away, though, by the Yellowjackets. On there, tried to keep it along the boards, and it'll find its way all the way back down into Ice Dogs territory with an icing. 1:58 to go here in this first period. 1-0 in favor of the Yellowjackets.
Yeah, and so far it's been pretty even. 4 shots, and each team had a breakaway opportunity. The difference, the Yellowjackets finished theirs.
Yellowjackets will have to have this face-off in their own zone. We'll come to the stick side of the netminder, Nicholas Sodi. And then that is a puck that escapes the zone, and there to chase it down is Daxton Abrams for the Ice Dogs. Throws it back towards center, but that wouldn't go. And a pass in through the slot, not picked up by the Yellowjackets, so the Ice Dogs fight for it along the wall. It's centered, and the Ice Dogs defense can clear it out. Puck changes hands a couple of times at center ice. A backhanded shovel pass from Landon Tips, and here come the Ice Dogs the other way again. Oh, thwarted on the attack with a good stick from the Yellowjackets, Manzella. And that one is pounced on and frozen by Fenelvusco, and we'll get a whistle. 65 seconds left here in this first period. Still just a 1-0 score, and if you could see down low in the stands, we have an Ice Dogs mascot. You don't typically see too many mascots here at this level, but we have
Yeah. Help get this packed house engaged.
Ice Dogs are going to need a little momentum going into this second period. Clock just under a minute now as they lose the offensive zone there and have to pick this back up in their defensive zone. Puck is thrown D to D and tossed back down into their end. Ice Dogs wheeling with it around behind the net. And stopped along the half wall. Good stick check and a back check there from the Ice Dogs, and struggling to get this puck out with seconds ticking off the clock. And Yellowjackets fans thought there should have been a call there. Puck escapes the offensive zone for them. Tips trying to move it back in. He has some help, but they were right on top of each other as they entered the blue line. Ice Dogs swing away at it, and this puck is dumped down into the corner with time expiring here in the first period. It'll be 1-0 as that puck rides the shelf of the glass going into the second period. Yellowjackets have the lead in this one. We'll be back for second period action right here from Mount Prospect Ice Arena. for period 2 action here between the Yellowjackets and the Ice Dogs. Yellowjackets leading 1-0 in this one, as we have another 13 minutes on the clock in this championship game. Puck comes out in front against the Ice Dogs netminder, and somehow that puck stayed out. There was a large mass in front of the crease, and the puck just wouldn't make it. For the Ice Dogs, Fenelvusko.
Yeah, that was Logan Wilson, number 98 at white, who tried to flip one in on net, and somehow it just didn't make it there.
Specky into the zone, going wide with it. Backhand flip into the crease area is knocked back down and thrown behind the net. Ice Dogs in Gretzky's office, throwing it in front. That just won't go, so it comes back to the point. A shot from high, and that one hits a stick, and because the Ice Dogs play it, it was a Yellowjackets stick. We play on here. Yellowjackets can clear the zone now. They carry it up with numbers. There come the Yellowjackets. Stick checked and batted away by the Ice Dogs, and just missing on that one, and an offsides as Hand was able to lift the stick but enter the zone before the puck did.
Yeah, that was a wonderful stick check entering the zone as the Yellowjackets, like you said, had numbers. They had speed coming in as well. Nice job by the Ice Dogs defensively to poke that back out.
It'll be the Ice Dogs trying to enter the offensive zone there, but not able to right off the face-off. They get this puck deep, but tipped and kept in by the Ice Dogs. Yellowjackets trying to steal this puck and get it out of their zone, but it's thrown in front and it's still loose, and there to put the glove and the blocker on it was Nicholas Sodi. He didn't take too kindly to the extra couple hacks and whacks after the whistle. But that puck was still loose momentarily. Ferris Todd in for the draw. Excuse me, Todd Ferris. I'm reading it backwards. I'm reading it alphabetically. And moving back out with it are the is Liam Novak. A shot, and that one caught something on Fenelvusko and goes up into the netting. What a giant save on the breakaway.
Yeah, that was just a huge opportunity once again for the Yellowjackets. They've had a couple of clean looks coming in, and an even bigger save right there by Vusko.
Huge to keep his team within one here. Fenelvusko with a miraculous save on that breakaway. Liam Novak was just shot out of a cannon there. Another shot from the Yellowjackets off the face-off. That wouldn't go. Ice Dogs are going to be able to exit their zone. They get as far as center with it, and the defense for the Yellowjackets turns it the other way. Yellowjackets defense standing firm at that blue line, but it's Hand into the zone. Throwing it down into the goaltender's blocker into the corner. Trying to pry it off the wall are the Ice Dogs. Nice little stick move there from Noah Repecki. That one just wouldn't sneak through another defender, and here come the Yellowjackets out of the zone. Manzella up the wing, couldn't find a teammate there. It's kicked around in the neutral zone, and Lou fight it off, and now carried across the blue line. Just out of reach, though, as he's stick checked by the Yellowjackets defense. Wilson with the stick check. Back into the zone for the Ice Dogs as now it hits the glass and gets turned back around. A lot of back and forth action here in this neutral zone. Both teams desperately trying to enter the offensive zone, and that one's thrown into the glove of Nicholas Sodi, and we'll get a whistle. 9:43 to go in this second period.
Yeah, you said it. It's back and forth we go. Teams just trying to get clean looks. We've seen a couple of free breaks on both sides and a couple of big saves as well. You said it, Liam Fenelvusko with a big save on Liam Novak, the leading goal scorer in the state playoffs for the Yellowjackets.
There's Todd Ferris in for the, excuse me, it was Ferris Todd. We have it backwards on the one sheet, correct way on the other sheet. I was going to say, because he's got Todd on the back of his jersey. Usually you got the last name on there, so he was in a shooting lane on that opportunity for the draw, but the Ice Dogs will have to regain the zone now, going wide with it. Turnaround shot, almost a wraparound attempt there from the Ice Dogs. Poke checked and Feld able to carry it back up for the Ice Dogs. They have numbers now. Poke checked at the defensive line right there from the Yellowjackets, who were in their own slot. They get as far as center, and that puck came out and back in. That'll be an offside.
Yellowjackets goal scored by number 8, Liam Novak. Time of goal is 35. Yellowjackets goal scored by number 8, Novak, unassisted at 7:35.
Apologies, we are right back in here. Still having those Wi-Fi issues, but it is now 2-0 Yellowjackets as they have potted a second goal here in the second period to extend their lead. Ice Dogs were having a little bit of a push there at the start of this second. The netminder was Hahn, but we don't have a call on that one. Just a whistle was Hahn, but
yeah, that was just Nicholas Odie staying strong, keeping that puck out of the back of the net, and the goal, while we were dealing with those technical difficulties, it was Liam Novak who put it away. He just used his speed and was able to get to the puck first and finish it. That's his 9th goal now in his 5th state playoff game this year.
Yellowjackets break out of their own zone, 2-on-1 as they enter the zone. Puck is shot on net and then flipped all the way back down the length of the ice. This will be an icing against the Ice Dogs. 3:22 to go here in this second period. In for the draw for the Yellowjackets, Michael Calabrese. Lined up with Jackson Feld. Feld gets the win, the Ice Dogs possess. Struggling to clear it all the way out of their zone until now. Face-off just outside the Yellowjackets at icing face-off and push the play back into the neutral zone. Rispecki through 2 defenders and just not able to keep the puck on the stick. Goes into the corner. 2 minutes to go here in this second period. 2-0 lead in favor of the Yellowjackets. Thrown in front, nobody backdoor for the Ice Dogs. They'll pass it back to the point. Down low. Lou there to chase that down. Shots on goal are 11-9 in favor of the Ice Dogs. Now 12-9 as that one comes on net. Maybe even can count that as 13, although it's on the side of the net and frozen by Nicholas Sodi. Face off to the stick side of So towards the net. And here come the Yellowjackets the other way. 3-on-2 as they exit their zone. Calabrese centering pass there to Novak. Novak stick handles, puts it in the end.
Yellowjackets will score by number 8, Liam Novak. 1 minute remaining in the second period. That's his second goal of the game. Assisted by number 60, Gage Orlak. Final goal, 11:33 in the second period. Yellowjackets goal scored by 8 Novak, assisted by 60. Orlak.
I believe we are back up here. It is 3-0 Yellowjackets with time winding down here in the second period, just 30 seconds to go. As the Ice Dogs just had a breakaway and just couldn't pull the trigger, so still 3-0. Moving into the slot was Hahn. Turnaround shot that won't find its way. Hahn gets hit in the midsection, actually came up a little high on him there, and that wouldn't go. And sticked away as clock expires by Nicholas Sodi. A 3-0 lead for the Yellowjackets as we enter the third period. We'll be underway for the third and what could be the final period here in this championship for the Tier 2 10U A Division State Championship between the Yellowjackets and the Ice Dogs. 3-0 in favor of the Yellowjackets, and Yellowjackets will go to the box here, and it'll be a 1 minute and 30-second power play for the Ice Dogs, much needed as they trail by 3 in this one.
Yeah, that's definitely huge for this team. Early in the third period, you'd love to get one of these goals back in this next 90 seconds with Manzella, Anthony Manzella in the box.
Carried up on the backhand by Landon Tips. Finally escapes the zone, and the Ice Dogs will have to regroup. Wheeling around with it, Nelson Lawson. Into the near corner, pulling up with it, trying to find a teammate, but 3 white sweaters on Lawson, and that puck is turned around and out of the zone. Tips shorthanded, moving in with it. Tips still on it, but good defense there from Feld. Lost it at the blue line. That's kept in. Novak able to stick check that at the blue line. 43 seconds remaining on the man advantage. And flipped down low, shorthanded by the Yellowjackets, and this puck will come all the way back out the other way. Probably not going to go far enough for icing here. It's also waved off, but they'll be happy to kill some more time as they are still shorthanded. Ice Dogs looking to get back into the zone. They couldn't even get it in, but it would have been offsides anyways, and actually they're ruling that did enter the zone, and it is an offside. So late whistle, and we'll get a stoppage of play. And we'll restart at the near faceoff dot in the neutral zone.
And so far, power play obviously not going the way the Ice Dogs were hoping. The speed of the Yellowjackets, Tips and Novak proving a little too much on.
Yellowjackets full strength.
And we are back underway here. Ice Dogs with it in the offensive zone, trailing by 3 here in the third period. 10.5 to go. Puck is thrown all the way back down the length of the ice. And the Ice Dogs, Abrams will corral it in the defensive zone. Puck was rolling, but made the pass cleanly. Picked up by Novak at the neutral zone. Novak over the blue line to a teammate. Tips, turnaround shot wouldn't go. Has 2 other helpers in the slot, and that one can't be shoveled on net either. Thrown back out in front, and Fenovusko had to track that one across the blue paint. 10 minutes exactly remaining in this game. Shots on goal 13-10 in favor of the Ice Dogs, but they trail by 3 in the category that matters, which is goals. A good stick check the other way, but we're gonna have a face-off here in the neutral zone as the whistle cuts the air. 9:46 to go. So it looks like we've got a little bit better resolution coming to you now. Tough concrete walls here, I'm guessing at Mount Prospect Ice Arena, home of the Reapers and the Chargers, but we're bringing you this 10U Tier 2 A1 championship between the Yellowjackets and the Ice Dogs, as the Yellowjackets backhand this one into the offensive zone and down, and there to pounce and cover that is Fenovusko. We'll get a whistle, 9:25 to go. championship banners will be bestowed after this game, and there's a trophy as well. We saw that happen with the game prior to this one. I believe that was the Trevians that got the better of their opponents in the game before this. I'm not sure what age group that was. Might still be this 10U or 12U grouping. I believe they were playing the Sabres in that one. And we've got the puck in the Ice Dogs' end. Ice Dogs defensively pick this back up. About 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go here. And they trail 3 in this championship game. Yellowjackets trying to wait to get onside, and that won't happen, so they'll go offside, and we'll get a whistle. 8:30 exactly to go.
Yeah, there was just a tie up along the boards, and it trickled free before everyone could get out of the zone.
Lining up for the draw, Michael Calabrese. We've seen him take a number of draws already. He'll be lined up with Noah Rapecki. In the neutral zone, changes hands there. And offsides are the Ice Dogs as they try to enter the zone. Frustration setting in from the Ice Dogs. You see Rapecki slapping his stick a little bit there. They know that they're trailing here and got to get a couple more opportunities late in this game if they want to try to even things up here. And that puck is sticked away by the Yellowjackets. Abrams from his own end. Abrams passing that puck up. Doesn't quite get as far as the blue line, and the Yellowjackets turn it back the other way.
Yeah, and it's been troublesome for the Ice Dogs just entering the zone in this third period.
That puck almost flipped into their own bench. You mentioned it, it's been struggling for this Ice Dogs team to try to get any possession except for in their own defensive end, and the Yellowjackets are comfortable with that because that'll just kill more time. But the Ice Dogs had a little bit of a push in that second period and were able to get some grade A chances, but just not able to create that here in this third period. There's a shot as they try to muster something up here with the clock ticking still. 7 minutes to go as that one is covered and a whistle. 7:10 exactly.
Yeah, so here's a big opportunity for the Ice Dogs. You finally gained entry, and now you get an offensive zone draw. It'll be to the right of Sodi, so win this draw, try to get a shot in on net.
Face off to the stick side of Sodi. Ice Dogs are going to keep it in at the point. A long flip shot. That one skitters wide and into the corner. Going to work for it down low are the Ice Dogs. Into this near corner. To a side as they battle for it there. Peeled off the wall by the Ice Dogs, and we're going to get a whistle here. Might be a penalty. Unless that was a hand pass. No, it looks like it's going to be a penalty on Noah Rapecki.
Second time Rapecki's been sent to the box in this one.
You see the frustration there. Head contact is the call. So 1 minute and 30 seconds going up on the power play time. Referees talking to the Ice Dogs bench real quick before we get this puck dropped once more. 6:45 to go. looks like they're going to be issuing a misconduct, I think, here as well. So a second skater will enter the box to serve the minute 30, and Ripecki will probably sit for the remainder of this game as he takes his gloves and stick off, and even the helmet. Just a yard sale in the box there. Kept in by the Yellowjackets, but shot wouldn't go. Forced out by the Ice Dogs. On the attack, but in their own zone, the Yellowjackets push this puck the length of the ice. Not going to go far enough for icing. There to chase that down was Tips. And that puck is poked all the way back out. Look out, here comes a shorthanded Ice Dogs team momentarily, and stick checked off of their stick and back all the way down the ice. Just under 6 minutes to go now. 36 seconds remaining on the man advantage for the Yellowjackets. They pick it up in the offensive zone. Calabrese from the top of the slot. That one is stick checked wide. Novak lost his stick. Had to go all the way back to the neutral zone to get it. Here comes Hahn moving up the neutral zone through another defender. Hahn into the corner, trying to throw that in front, but only white sweaters are there to pick that up. And here comes the Yellowjackets out of the zone. Around a couple defenders. And good stick defensively there by Nelson Lawson. Novak keeps this puck in the zone as the Ice Dogs were changing. Almost had an odd man rush all alone in front of the netminder. And thrown all the way back behind the net once more. Under 5 to go in this third period. 3-0 Yellowjackets. Their power play time is... OBS has disconnected again and reconnected. We should be back with you here. Ice Dogs carry into the zone as the Yellowjackets were changing. Could have been a little bit of confusion at the door right there, but we play on. 5 skaters aside, and that puck was thrown down in front of the net, but wide by the Ice Dogs. Quite possibly their best chance of this third period.
Yeah, they had the look. The centering attempt just didn't quite have the angle there and weren't quite able to get it in on net.
Townsend throws this puck in and it hits Feld offside, so we'll get a face-off right down in front of us with 4:15 to go. 3-0 in favor of the Yellowjackets in this one. Rolling puck off the face-off, carried into the zone by the Ice Dogs. Deep in the near corner. And that one pushed the length of the ice, but it's rolling a little bit, so won't go the length for icing. Ice Dogs will have to pick up in their own zone. Collision along the boards there. And carried out by Giovanni. Ice Dogs back into the zone now. Hahn cutting wide with it on the forehand. Tried to make the pass towards center ice. Townsend, a shot. And that one is tipped in the slot. Giovanni there to chase it in the corner. Thrown back to the point for Townsend at the top of the umbrella. Another shot won't go through. 3:20 to go. And Abrams with the net empty on this side. 6 skaters for the Ice Dogs. That's early, but they do need 3. 3 minutes to go, 3 goals to go for the Ice Dogs if they want to at least tie this game. Nelson has it pickpocketed off the stick. Lou trying to fight there with it so that that puck doesn't go back into their own defensive end. And look out, a shot on the empty net. That just goes wide. And tips into the corner to retrieve that puck, but it's going to be Ice Dogs first in the corner. They've got their net empty, desperately trying to get it out of their own zone. Hahn carrying up with it now. Hahn out wide, cuts to the middle, to the forehand. A nice shot and a nice goal. The Ice Dogs have struck here late in the third period with the netminder pulled. Hahn with a pretty move to go near side.
Yeah, they pulled the goalie for that extra attacker. Still work to do, trailing by 2, but you have to start somewhere. Hahn able to find the back of the net, something he's been known to do. He scored 2 goals in their most recent win, a 4-3 overtime victory back on March 1st last week. Hahn had 2, including the OT winner. The timeout called. Ice Dogs will discuss what needs to happen if they're going to find 2 more.
And we're getting another Ice Dogs penalty announced here. That's interesting. I'm not sure what that was for. I couldn't quite hear the referee microphone. It had some feedback, but it might have been something after the celebration that was maybe a little unsportsmanlike. Not sure. Ice Dogs mascot in the corner trying to pump everybody up as we get this timeout. It's 2:32 to go here in this third period. Shots on goal 15-11 in favor of the Ice Dogs, but they trail 3-1. They just scored that first goal moments ago off the stick of Graham Hahn, number 77. And they'll replace their netminder and go 5 skaters. Excuse me, and there wasn't, but that's still just Rapecki in the box. I don't know what that announcement was from the referee. It wouldn't have been a goal announcement, because we're going to get that right now. 2:20 to go. Ice Dogs took that timeout. Typically you'd want to keep the momentum going, but you're also down 2, so you got to regroup and draw something up, and that's the best opportunity to. It's thrown in front, and loose puck was cleared off the goal step.
And the goal empty to our right once again.
6 skaters out there for the Ice Dogs, and that puck was on the blue paint with no netminder behind it, and the Ice Dogs just not on the back door to poke that in, but a really good chance there. Thrown out in front again. That one stays down low. Backhand shovel out of the corner. You see all the excited fans along the glass right there. Down low as this puck escapes the zone, and the Ice Dogs will have to regroup with exactly 90 seconds remaining in this one. Poke checked at center ice, and here come the Yellowjackets the other way to seal the deal. Liam Novak with the goal, and the Yellowjackets should close the door with that one.
And for Novak, he completes the hat trick, the empty netter, his 3rd goal of the game. And as you said, that might just be enough to close this one out.
4-1 Yellowjackets with just 85 seconds to play here in period number 3. This should pretty much do it. We'll get the banners and the trophy ceremony to you following the game. But the Ice Dogs, they had a good push there in the second period. They pulled the goalie in this third period and managed to score 1. The timeout didn't necessarily help them with whatever play they decided to draw up there, but you got to do something, right? You got to use your timeout strategically, and here come the Yellowjackets for more into the zone, and stick checked and ran out of room. Or the Yellowjackets still with it, turnaround shot, and that one sneaks through with 54 to go, and that one's through the legs. Just a quick turnaround shot, and I don't think Fenelvusko was expecting it.
Yeah, one of those slow rollers that just evades the eyesight, the sight lines of the goaltender, and it sneaks right on through.
So a 5-1 scoreline here in this one as the Yellowjackets seal the deal and will go on to be your 10U Tier 2A Division champions. In this one, another puck thrown on Fenelvusko and a whistle stopping play.
And how quickly things can shift. We were probably inches away from this being a 3-2 game with about a minute and a half to go. Could have changed everything. Instead, it stays out of the back of the Yellowjackets' end. They get the empty netter, and now they've really turned it around.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Brandon. There was a possibility that we were looking at a one-goal game or the Ice Dogs at least getting some momentum there, and it wasn't necessarily that timeout that killed it. You kind of have to take it for strategy purposes, and wow, what a nice save there from Felavusko with a shot through traffic. But, I mean, yeah, you have to do something. You just score a goal to get yourself on the board. It's 3-1, and you're going to talk about strategy and what you're going to do with the goaltender still pulled, and unfortunately it didn't work for the Ice Dogs as Hahn skating back up with that rising shot over the crossbar. And this clock will tick down to about 10 seconds to go. It's still in the offensive zone for the Ice Dogs, but the Yellowjackets basically pinning it along the boards there. It's kept out, and the fans are a little premature, but the final horn does sound there. And the Yellowjackets knock off the Ice Dogs to win the championship here with a score of 5-1. So a great effort from the Ice Dogs. They had a push in that second period. And like we were talking about, they pushed when they pulled the netminder, but just wasn't enough against a very tough Yellowjackets team.
Yeah, and that speed is really what killed him. Novak had a couple of clean looks going in. He's a lethal goal scorer, had the hat trick in this one for the Yellowjackets. Hahn got that goal for the Ice Dogs to keep it close and give them a chance. Just a little too late for the Ice Dogs in this one.
Yeah, as you mentioned, I forgot, was one of those goals was when we were trying to reconnect the stream here. One of those goals was, in fact, from Novak, and yeah, a hat trick for him on the day. So coming up big in the championship game with a hat trick, there's no bigger stage than that, I'd say. No bigger performance. So the Yellowjackets will get their championship hats. Line up, they just did their handshakes, but they'll now receive their championship and second place banners, as well as the trophy ceremony here from the center rink at Mount Prospect Ice Arena. Handshakes all around. Ice Dogs a little bit defeated, but consoling each other on the blue line, ready to receive a banner that will still hang in the rafters just as nicely nonetheless.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't take anything away from this Ice Dog season. They knocked off the team that won the Central State Squirt Minor Championship, the Vipers. That was their last game just last week, an OT winner. Graham Hahn scoring 2 goals, including that game winner, to knock off the Central States champions at this level. And it just came up a little short here in the state championship game against these Yellowjackets.
So they'll receive that second place banner. Still a great season, as you mentioned, knocking off some formidable opponents and just not able to get the job completely done in the championship, but a second place finish and a beautiful banner nonetheless. They'll take the picture right here. And the only thing that they'd be missing is the hardware going home with it, but like we said, a banner in their home rafters is a nice touch as well. Yellowjackets on the far side, waiting anxiously to get to hold this trophy. They're going to do the banner first. So we'll see who comes up to receive the banner. It'll be netminder Nicholas Sodi and number 60, Gage Orlak. We saw a couple of rushes from Orlak through his own zone into the neutral zone with his netminder, and there to receive the cup is number 97, Landon Tips. He had a heck of a game here today, and they all pile on him as they're all holding it together. And the Yellowjackets get the job done in this one. Final pictures for the Ice Dogs and the Yellowjackets. But that's where we will leave you. For my partner, Brandon Januska, myself, Mike Napolitano, from Shellen Sports Media here at Mount Prospect Ice Arena. We hope you could bear with us through our technical difficulties and enjoy the game here today from the Tier 2 10U A division. The final score 5-1 in favor of the Yellowjackets. They come home with the championship. We will see you in the next broadcast from the North Rink between the Blues and the Winnetka Warriors. So stay tuned on Shallon Sports Media. Thank you and have a great evening.